Can we go back? This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like the ceiling can.
What's going on, guys, and welcome to the Big Cheese review of SCUM. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. If you guys do enjoy it, make sure to like and subscribe down below. Hope you guys enjoy this. So, as we start off with, as you guys can see, we got the Big G's name. It's going to be interesting. We got the age here. We got a whole bunch of stuff. You can go to 30s, you know. Go to 40s. Go to 50s. I don't think I'm going to go that old. I'm just going to stick to my 20s. I'm 24, so let's stick to 24 and let's check out our attributes and age modifiers there. We are looking like you can go muscular. Looking like some Dwayne Johnson looking. Bit of Donald Trump. Or you've got pretty much me. So, I mean, we might just go the basic Donald Trump. Let's just go Donald Trump for the sake of the game. We're just gonna, for a bit of fun, we're gonna start off with the Donald Trump looking guys. He's got strength, all that kind of stuff, dexterity, intelligence, all that kind of stuff. Head type, let's have a look. That guy, that looks so good. Alright, so we might just skip all of this stuff. You got head types, you got tattoos as well you can do, which is pretty cool. You've got, I think you've only got 3 to choose from, so that's pretty cool. Not much variety there, and they are kind of just full-on tattoos. There's no real, like, where you want them to be at this stage. But, I mean, we'll just go with that for now. My name will just be called the Big G, that's fine. I think that's pretty good. We'll just go with the Donald Trump fat looking thing. We'll see how he progresses throughout the game. We'll see if he starts to lose weight. We'll see if he, you know, puts on weight. We'll see what being fat has any benefits or disadvantages at all in this game, but we'll definitely have a look into that as well. We got strength there, so I think we might go up with our boxing. We might, I mean, I'm not too sure how we're going to go with punching on with things, so I might just leave it at just basic rifle types. We might go with medium melee weapons. I know I have some other reviews that you will be using a lot of melee weapons off the start, so we might go advanced for this one. And handgun, we ran out of stats, so we might drop down basic and basic, so that should pretty much allow us to run that. So we're gonna go running. My endurance is not gonna be the best, so we might try and get up our running. Not sure how fast he's gonna actually run, but we'll have to find out. Stealth, I don't think being this big has any advantages, but there's nothing you can do. You got driving, you got motorcycles. I haven't brought this in yet. Piloting, I'm assuming they may be bringing in some flying stuff later on. Sailing, climbing, picking locks and pockets, and throwing. They haven't brought any of this in yet, but it'd be interesting to see what they will be using it when this game fully gets released with all this kind of stuff. You also have awareness, sniping, camouflage, survival, programming and electronics, biochem, education, demolition, cooking, animal handling, tactics, and medical. Animal handling interests me a fair bit. I wonder if you're allowed to have pets later on in this game. That would be pretty cool. If you could have pets later on in this game, that would be really interesting to see. But at this point, I don't think they have any of that stuff, so we'll just go with my my awareness up a lot. My camouflage probably won't be too bad, but I might get out my survival as much as I can, because I'm going to need to survive. Look, I'm going to need to uphold some serious amount of food to keep at myself at this weight. So we'll just create a character here. Looks good, the Big G. Super stream user. We'll have a look at this. It looks pretty good, but let's go. So here we are, guys. We are just spawned into the first server. We're gonna check it out right now. Looks like it's not bad graphics. I am on medium settings, guys, for the sake that I'm trying to pump out some quality videos for you guys. So just bear with me on the graphics. The graphics can get a lot better, but just remember it is still early stages of the game. So it's probably best to run it at low or medium settings if you guys are going to play this, because if you try and run it to high, you may get game crashes. Just an FYI for you guys, you may get game crashes. So it looks like you guys can see I got the SCUM full outfit going on here. I'm looking down at my gut and I can't even see my own feet. So that's a good start to the game. As you guys can see, it's a random thing. I believe you can check the map. So we spawned in at Beat Zoo, but it looks like the map is quite large. The map is really big. To get from one end of the map to the other will take you a couple of hours, and that is no joke. It is quite a large map. But let's set sail on our first adventure here. Let's go. So it does look like, you know, the stamina is pretty good at the start. For someone being this big, he can run quite a distance. Obviously, my stamina is going down now. You guys can see, you know, he's running. I do like the mouse wheel running technique, though. So your normal shift for most survival games is shift to run. But in this one, it's your mouse wheel. In case you guys are wondering and you don't know why you can't run. You just scroll up and down on your mouse wheel, and it has different settings. So you have your walking setting, you have your jogging setting, you have your full sprint setting. And that will drain your stamina a lot. If you go down to walking setting, your stamina will not decrease at all. It will stay there, but you will not gain stamina. So just be mindful of that. If you stop completely, your stamina will start to go back up, as you guys can see there. Also, quick thing. You can search for rocks, which would be pretty interesting. You guys can search for rocks in this game, which is pretty cool. I know if you search for rocks and you get, you know, some decent stuff, you can automatically straight away make a stone knife, and that's going to help out a lot in the early stages. We will make a small and improved backpack soon. I'll show you guys how to do that. Improved courier backpack. We'll get into that in a little bit. I really do like this technique. So we did just, as you guys can see, we just did that. So we're going to drag it and put it in our hands. Now, be mindful of this, guys. When you try and drag things in, it may not fit your bag. You may have to use some things in your hands. If your bag and stuff are full and you try and put it in your hands, you will drop what's in your hands on the ground. So be mindful of that as well if you haven't played many survival games like this. Now, I did find out you can cut your shirts and stuff into rags. And I know you guys are probably wondering why the hell you're going to cut your clothes up. Because you can actually make yourself, out of the clothes you've got, a backpack. We've got the rope here and we're trying to make some rope. You don't have to use rope. You can use improvised rope. And you can make improvised rope by getting rag straps. And by getting rag straps, you simply cut a normal rag into rag strips. That's about it. It's as simple as that. You right click on it, you drag it. As long as you have the knife in your hand, you can do it. So cut them into rag straps. There we go. We have 4. We need 5. So we might better cut this into rag straps now. There should be enough to make improvised rope. And there we have it. We've made our backpack. So now we can actually drag this onto our body. Boom! And it holds a lot more spaces than your 3 spaces that you get for just your shirt and your pants. So now you've got 6 extra bag spaces, and that will help out a lot. You can also keep your stone knife now in your backpack, and you won't lose it. What I would probably recommend is grab the strips, throw the knife out, and simply where you were on the ground before, wherever it is, walk along the ground. You can search pretty much for rocks anywhere on the ground, and all you got to do is find 2 rocks. Like that. That's 1 rock there. All you gotta do is find 2 rocks and simply craft another one. And then you'll have a lot more health for it, and it'll last a lot longer. So anyway, let's set on our journey again and see where we end up. Best thing to do, guys, is to just walk around, see what you can find in every house. It's pretty much like, you know, most survival games, you walk around and collect stuff. Here we go. A waste bag. Another storage slot, which is great for us right now. Another storage slot. See what we can find. We've got some clothes now. So all you have to do if you don't have any pants on, as you guys could see, I didn't have any pants on earlier, but now I do. I've got some hippie pants on. They look pretty good. I mean, they're not the greatest. You got the toilets and stuff here. You can search washing machines, and they do have some good stuff in them from time to time. Oh, we have experienced our first zombie. Here we go. As you guys can see, I think these guys are referred to as puppets in the game. Okay. Double jumps. Oh, here we go. We're gonna get into a bit of a fight here. They are a bit weird. The fighting scenes in this, they're a lot faster than they look. I am a lot bigger than I look. I'm 125 kgs. This guy looks fatter than me though, so we should hopefully be able to outweigh him here. I'm getting absolutely pumped right now by a zombie. There we go. Oh, did I just throw it by accident? Well, it worked in the end. So as you guys can see now, if you go into metabolism, starvation is phase 0. I'm starting to starve, but I'm injured. That is very important for you guys to realize. I'm sick and I'm injured. So the best way to do this is obviously search his body, find some stuff. I can cut up my clothes and stuff if I want to. But we'll have a look what he's got. So we've got leather jacket, which is good, and jeans, which means now we can actually cut our pants into rags and use the jeans, because jeans will hold more bag space. So with the cut up hippie pants, we might be able to find a rag here and actually use the rag to heal ourselves, to patch our wounds. So that will stop you from bleeding out. You probably won't notice it when you are fighting, but you will start to bleed out if you get hit. Doesn't always make you start to bleed out, but just double check when you do get hit that you aren't bleeding out. Pitchforks are quite good. You can throw them if you want. Holding left click down, you can throw them. They are quite deadly if you get accuracy on the head. I will show you guys here if I'm any good at throwing this thing. Here he goes. As you guys can see. Okay, maybe not. I'll take that back. Let me grab my wrench out here. He now has my. Maybe I should have got my boxing skills up, but I knocked him out, so it works out all right. As you guys can see, you can retrieve your pitchfork from his chest, which is nice. Okay, we're back, and looks like we found another couple of zombies here in this yard. They will, if you get close to them, they will come up to you and start attacking you. They have some mad parkour skills there. Got him in the head. That's all right. We dropped him there. If you do headshot them, it is an instant kill if you do get them in the head with a pitchfork. Yeah, we got some potatoes as well. Potatoes is good for your carbs. Now, carbs will help you get your energy up. You'll need carbs. You just grab what you can when you find them. They're really good for that kind of stuff. Hold them in your backpack. Just keep throwing the pitchfork around. Like I said, guys, the best way is just pitchfork to the face, instant kill. So you just run around throwing pitchforks and stuff. But if you do find little huts like this, definitely check them out because they do have some good food in them. And they're good to start off. We've got cucumber here. And as you guys can see, my metabolism right now is not doing too well. So we will progress. We will start to eat some of this stuff. We'll eat the cucumber and the potatoes. And you guys, I'll show you guys what it does. Okay, so I've just eaten my potatoes. As you guys can see, I've just eaten both potatoes and the cucumber. My stomach volume is now at 62%. It's not completely full, but you do not want to overeat. If you get over 100%, your guy will vomit and he'll start to, your stats will start to go down a little bit. So what you want to do is make sure he's below 100% stomach volume and let these start to digest and start working their way into the system. As you guys can see, my vitamin C, B, and K are starting to go up. And you'll see the other stats aren't going up. So you'll know that you need to start to eat other types of food in order to increase your minerals and vitamins. And hopefully over time, we've got fiber, we've got proteins and stuff. So we need to eat meats and all that kind of stuff as well to maintain the calorie intake that we need. Okay, so another thing I forgot to mention at the start is when you start off and you do have your stone knife, you can cut up some bushes that are close to you wherever you spawn in. And, oh, here you go. This is something for you guys as well. This thing here allows you to get fame points. As you guys can see in the top right corner, you have fame points. If I shoot this thing or throw something at it, okay, that didn't work out. I believe you have to actually shoot it with something. If you shoot it with a gun, you will get more fame points. It'll blow up and you'll get heaps of fame points. And that will allow you to spawn in where you want to spawn in if you die. If you can spawn into the same zone on where you die. So definitely if it pops up to you and wants to check you out, go do that. So like I just did before, guys, I just chopped up this tree branch before this thing came over. Chopped up a tree branch, and you guys can see now on the ground, we have some long wooden sticks and we have 2 small wooden sticks. Now if you go to your crafting section, you can actually craft yourself an improvised wooden spear. Now if you can't find a pitchfork, you can make these really easy. Like I said, by searching for rocks, making a stone knife, and cutting up a tree. You will be able to make an improvised wooden spear, which can fit on your back. You can make 2 of them. They're really good for hunting and stuff. If you have 2 or 3 of them, you could do that. I will probably, if I can find another one, make 3. So guys, I'm going to move forward here. I'm going to try and progress. Maybe up over this hill. I'm going to see what's over here, and we'll find our way there. We'll start running, and I'll cut through to that. I've just ran out of stamina. I didn't make it very far. I think I made 100 meters and I ran out of stamina. You are so fat. So I guess being so overweight in metabolism, I'm currently weighing 125. I've lost 0.1 kilo of my storage of my fat because I haven't had much. Now, as you guys can see now, since all of the potatoes and cucumbers started digesting, all my vitamins, my minerals are starting to rise up. My fiber's at 110%, so my intake's higher. So you guys can see once you start eating, as long as you don't overdo it, you guys can see that. So as now as well, you guys can see my bladder volume is now at halfway. I will need to go to the toilet soon. That's something in this game. And your colon volume is actually when you need to go to the toilet. Just nice and easy. Oh, yeah. There we go. made it to the airfield. We had to stop like 5 times along the way, but we finally made it. As you guys can see now, there's a couple of mechas walking around. Quite large mechanical beasts. Do not get in their way. Do not let them see you. So now it's more of a tactical survival situation. If you're going to try and hit the airfield or the bunkers or anything like that in the military bunkers, you're definitely going to have to try and survive. I don't have many weapons on me. I will not try and take these things on. They will take a lot of ammunition to take down. So if you do try and take them down, good luck, because it will take a lot of ammunition to be taken down. And they don't really give you much in return yet, due to the fact that they haven't really brought out any electronics and stuff. So, okay, so I managed to die at the airfield. We didn't find many attachments or anything, but as you guys can see with the fame wounds we were talking about before, you can use them to spawn back in the same sector. So if you want to spawn back, you can spawn at a shelter, you can spawn at a squad mate if you have more fame points. If you can party up in this game as well, but at this point, I'm just going to go random. I didn't have much else to do. Okay, so after hours of searching for an animal to show you guys the hunting side of things in this game we have finally found a donkey. Yes, we have an ass. So we finally found it. It took us, oh god, hours of video footage to try and find it. We finally found one. Now, I know for a fact these things are seriously tough. Now, as you guys can see, I'm going to try and sneak up on this thing. If you do press enter on your keyboard, you can go first person view for hunting. It's a lot easier. I'm going to try and pick my pace up here. I don't want to scare him a little bit. We're going to try and make our way over here. Now, throwing a spear. It's quite hard from long distance, as you guys can see. As long as we hit the first shot, we should be A-okay. And you've completely missed it. Okay, actually, we just found a chicken. We might be easy to find the chicken. The donkey took off, and okay, this chicken is so fast. This chicken is faster than me. Okay, so we finally speared the chicken. We'll take our spear back. Now, with the rocks that you have, with the stone knife in your hand, you can actually, I'll have to chop it though. You can actually chop him up. You cut up the chicken for food source. It's probably a lot easier to show you guys with a chicken rather than a donkey, because donkeys do take a long time to get down, but they're probably better off to try and take down with a team. But it can show you guys this. We've got plucked chicken. You can chop it up again. You get guts, and you also get hide, animal skin. Animal skin is good for crafting. You can make a lot of things like animal skin pants, animal skin jackets, that kind of stuff. It's really good. Now, as you guys can see, we've got a bunch of chicken now. You can eat it. You can eat raw chicken. It's okay to eat raw chicken. Animal fat is definitely another thing for you guys to eat as well. Now, it will help you in your metabolism here, eating raw chicken. It will not make you sick. It will not make you sick. You can eat as much fat as you want, as long as you guys remember, stay within your stomach volume. Do not just start smashing all this food, and you'll start to throw up and you'll get sick. Okay, so we've just eaten 3 pieces of chicken meat and 2 pieces of fat. Now, we've eaten it completely. We're at 92% stomach volume. We don't want to overeat, guys. I've said this many times, we don't want to overeat. So now you guys can see the stats are slowly going up. Now, we'll speed this up so you guys can see the end result once it's all been digested, and you guys can see the stats that are completely full. The volume of our vitamins and minerals have gone up. Our bladder has gone up. Our colon volume has gone up, but our stomach volume has gone down to below 25%. So as you guys can see, eating chickens does not give you sugar levels or carbs, but it does give you a lot of protein, a lot of fiber, and a lot of saturated fats. Now, this is an easy way and a simple way to start off and get yourself some good food sources. As you guys can see as well, I do have some leftover stuff here because I was too full to continue eating. But if I do need more food later on, I have some extra chicken meat and some fat to keep us going for a while. So it's a good way to start off if you guys are looking for some food, is kill a chicken, or if you really feel game, go for a donkey, deer, or a bear. There is also food sources like corn, cucumber, potatoes, berries, all that kind of stuff in the game. So you got to search around for it, look for it. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I really hope if you guys did like it, make sure to subscribe down below and pop a thumbs up. Let us know in the description if you guys have any advice for me, and what other things you guys want me to review as well. We'd love to hear it. Take care, guys.